Good afternoon and welcome in a new episode of Promoitalia Channel World. Today we are together, our Egyptian friend, and because we are with our partner, it's Amal Ibrahim, that is our distributor for Egypt for Promelter.
Thank you.
Next we have the professor Amr Elnaggary.
Yes.
That is a big professor for plastic surgeon and the owner and CEO of the clinic Elite in Cairo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming with us.
Thank you.
And we have, of course, Andrea Brunoro, the director of Promoitalia Academy Milano. We are here because we need to discuss a little bit about the successful about Promelter, this machine for, for liposuction. And I want us understanding about Promelter for the part of the distribution, the part of scientific, of a professor, of a plastic surgeon for Egypt, and for the medical aesthetic for Andrea, because the machine anyway is versatile. It can work in different ways. Professor, what is your experience about this machine?
First of all, thank you for inviting me in this episode, and also I'm happy to be one of the members of Promoitalia. I used to make a lot of body contouring since 25 years. Recently, I changed my technology in ultrasonic assisted liposuction from other machines to Promelter because I studied something specific in this machine which is very valuable and very important for the safety of the patient. First of all the thermal machines for skin tightening or thermal assisted liposuction, I cannot control the fever or the temperature of the probe. That's why this is a superior part of Promelter machine and all types of competitors. Because this machine, in the cannula, there is a small chip which is controlling the temperature for two reasons: for the safety of the patient and also for the viability of the fat cells. If I want to make fat transfer, it's completely viable.
Yes, you can save the fat, because the problem, if you will be very hot, you can kill all the terminal cell, and it's not make sense to make transfer.
Yes, of course.
You can take like name for this machine, the cold ultrasound. What do you think about it?
It's cold, but not cold.
Yes, almost.
Yes, it's a cold means to control the temperature, because ultrasonic means thermal, but to control the temperature not exceeding level hurting the skin or hurting the fat cells, it's the optimum and the unique part of the machine.
I know that you're a big expert about the high definition too, like 6 packs. Yeah. What do you think about this machine? Because you know better than me that that when you make liposuction for 6 packs HD, you need to have tightening too, but you need to have controlled tightening, because if not, retraction will be more.
Yes, high definition liposculpture means that I make the 4 dimension in the static stage. That I make the shape of the contraction of the muscle in the static phase. That needs to be able to make liposuction very superficial and make skin tightening very superficial. If I have machine, I cannot control the fever, I can burn the skin. That's why it is the most important part for making not only skin tightening in the superficial part of the skin, but also not to hurt, not to burn, or making any complication from the usage of the machine.
And Professor, sorry, about the indication. You use only for 6 packs or for other part of indication?
Any part. We can make the 4-dimensional liposculpture for the arms and the back and the abdomen and the side and the calves, all the parts. And this also one of the very important part of the usage of the machine. We can make it in the small areas by local anesthesia in the office work, in the clinics. No need for general anesthesia, no need for even regional anesthesia.
For small parts too.
Small parts, yes.
Good. And Amal, sorry that you are, it's people that promote this machine for all Egypt. Of course, the professor have a big experience. Maybe it's easy to speak and explain because already make a lot, liposuction. But for the all other doctor that anyway is expert, but it's easy to understanding about this technology, easy to listen, because sometimes when there is some machine for liposuction, in startup, doctor need to start to drive, because not totally easy, because for liposuction, if you have big retraction, it will be big problem, you know, it's not always, it's a little big control. Easy for you to explain this machine. Let me know something about Egypt.
Yes, it was very, very easy to use it, but with good or excellent plastic surgeon. It's not easy to make the high definition of the part of the body, but it was the easy in this machine that it's controlling itself by the heat, by the frequency, all that it's controlled by itself. Not for us to make or to play with maximum or minimum heating or power or something like that. It was very easy. That issue, it's rare in other machines.
It's rare in other machine to have this control.
Yes.
Can I complete?
Yeah,
something?
of course. This is a talk show. You can tell what you want.
You know, as a surgeon, you know, surgery is like skills. Even if you have a Ferrari and you cannot drive,
This
you
is
will
a story.
have
Yes, you have a special license maybe before we go.
That's why I'm always helping Amal to make some criteria for the doctors. We have to make, and we did already a lecture and virtual lecture last year during the crisis of COVID for one of the big universities in Egypt, and we select
some doctors.
Not very experienced doctor, but also not junior doctors, and we planning for make a lot of training. You know, I have to learn first how to use it. I have to learn how to make a liposuction. I have to learn how to make a wrapping for the patient post-operative. I have to learn everything, not only the usage of the machine, but also all the junior staff of plastic surgeon, I think all over the world, afraid of any complications. That's why they need to know the difference between the machines we use. If I know the machine, if I know how the maximum benefit I get from any machines, I will go on the right track.
True, I totally agree with you. Okay, Andrea, that you are, medical tech. I want to know, the point of view about the machine, not like surgeon, but like a medical setting. What you can do a medical setting, a medical doctor? What you can do if there is another problem too? Another question, no problem. Because surgeon, anyway, he can make anesthesia, even spinal, even total. He can do what you want. For aesthetic doctor, you have to have managed this story, because the law is forbidden to do some things. Usually, doctor like aesthetic use only lidocaine, and the question is, it's enough for no have pain, and which kind of part you can do?
Yeah, to reply to you, Valerio, first of all, I want to say that I totally agree with Amal and Professor about the fact that the HD liposculpture is something for the plastic surgeons.
Yes, this is just for plastic surgeons.
Nothing to say.
Because you need to know anatomia, I need to know this all anatomia. You need to drive well the machine, and there is always, when you make HD, control the patient, because it's a game. It's not, it's a serious issue, understand? But the result, unbelievable. Now, for aesthetic doctors?
But for aesthetic doctors, also is possible to use the Promelter HD. For some specific small indication, for the localized fat, in example, small localized fat.
Give some example, for example, this part, or whatever.
Yes, the double chin, for example, could be an indication, but also another part we can treat small culotte de cheval, of course, the small one. So some localized fat that also the aesthetic doctors can treat without any specific problem with Promelter HD, thanks to the features of Promelter HD, and very important, the fact that we minimize in this case the risk to have problem, post-operative problem issues, as it is, for example, for the retraction. That is something that it's very dangerous when a machine is in the hand of an aesthetic doctor, but it's not through with the Promelter HD thanks to its features. So it's
Can I-
possible
can-
also
can I-
for
can I say
Yes, yes,
for
yes,
us.
Thank you, doctor, for your answer. You know, this area for liposuction by thermal machines is very dangerous.
Yes, you know.
Because we can affect the
It
motion.
can,
of
can have
the nerve.
paralysis, you know.
Yes,
you have
that's
a
why
lot of nerves, yes.
this is the main board is controlled the cold ultrasound. It's very safe, not hitting even concussion for the nerve. That's why I can make it safely without any complication, and I can combine other treatments. I'm usually make a liposuction and put a threads
Yes.
in the same
Yes,
session.
you
In the
have a
same
lifting
session.
effect in some
In the
of
same session to augment the effect, and it give me a
Unbelievable
marvelous
effect,
effect. Yes.
And about anesthesia for the aesthetic doctor, what do you use usually? Lidocaine?
As you told us, we use local lidocaine, so
It's
this is
enough
the-
for no pain?
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough also to use the local lidocaine in order to have a good treatment for the patient without any specific problems. Yeah.
And Amal, for the point of view of the customer of your customer, it means the patient, what do you think? What do you think about this procedure? There is a lot of women that want to make, you know, a six packs or definition, or a lot of men?
First of all, I believe in Promelter 100%. That's why when I'm talking with all of my heart, okay? I
These are
take
most
it step by
important
step.
things.
Yes, yes. I take it step by step. Now you use ultrasound or not. If you use it, what do you do? And which machine do you use? And after that, do you use it for only lipolysis, or do you use it for liposuction? Do you use it for high definition, or use it for what? It's steps about some points, and after that we control how to go the way with this doctor.
Good, very good, Amal. And Professor, give me only one words, you know, because you need to choose Promelter. Why you only one? I know that we have a lot, because
You know,
you have a lot,
I-
but only one, only for you, because you are professor, you know exactly the anatomy and the
truly.
problems. Tell me the main dish.
Truly, I used all the machine in the world, all the technology, but I have complications with them, even with the good hands.
Because of casuistic, never you know.
Yes. But now I'm using Promelter for 2 years or more.
2 years.
No single case of complications. Thanks God for this. And also very easy rehabilitation. The patient, even in the calf muscle, you know, this area, it's very dangerous area to make a liposuction. A lot of edema post-operative. No, it's a very, very homogeneous, no single, you know. I have a photos, I will show it to you, a case, we made the transformation. If I make a liposuction, I don't make a liposuction. I make a transformation.
It's a very good difference,
it's a
because it's not
transformation.
liposuction, but transformation. It's a
You know,
good
I'm
words like transformer.
Yes, I'm always telling my patient, you cannot, by lifestyle and by sports, change your morphology. If you want to change your morphology, you have to go for surgery. I always make transformation. I'm not going for liposuction or small amounts or whatever. I'm going for transformation. I have a case after 3 days of post-operative, no single area of ecchymosis.
Super.
Very minimal edema. I will show it to you now. It's marvelous because I believe in this. I tried everything. Even I tried all the version of all other competitors. I think it's a very safe machine, very smooth rehabilitation, post-operative pain and edema, ecchymosis, everything is totally changed.
Super. I ask one word, so you give me two, but it's okay. It means safety in AC rehabilitation. It's okay. Andrea, for you, one word.
Yeah, I have a sentence, Valerio.
Yeah, a sentence. Okay. It's not one word anyway.
A final sentence. Promelter HD is the system that allows to us to move from the liposuction to the liposculpture.
Yes.
Good. You know, it's the way. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Nice. Amal, missing.
Oh, it's It's my favorite
One
machine
word.
now.
Okay, it's enough.
That's it.
It's important.
It's my favorite.
Thank you, Amal, for for you stay with us.
Thank
you
you.
for your time, Professor.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for your support for this machine too.
Always.
Yes.
And thank you, Andrea, again for give
Welcome.
your experience about aesthetic doctor about this machine. Thank you for our follower. We see you next in Promoitalia Channel World. Thank you.